Yeah, the sun is now up over the Middle East. It's early Saturday morning here in the region. We're beginning to learn more about the strikes that the U.S. conducted in Syria. We know that the strikes took place in two different places, in the city of Damascus, the capital of Syria, and also in the city of Homs. These are two major Assad regime areas. Already, pro-government supporters are in the streets in Damascus cheering and celebrating for the Assad regime. The U.S. fired, we believe, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 100 or so missiles into Syria. The reason, according to the Pentagon, was to degrade the capabilities of the Assad regime is to carry out these types of chemical attacks in the future. The Pentagon says among the targets were a chemical research facility in Damascus and a chemical storage facility in Homs. But the Pentagon did not target any Syrian or Russian air capabilities. This is something that they did last year when they carried out a strike. They took out a runway and some air capabilities of the Syrian government. This is important because most analysts believe the most effective way to carry out and to prevent any chemical attacks in the future would be to essentially attack the Assad regime's air power capabilities. The assessment, at least in the Arab media, is so far was that this was indeed a very limited strike. The Lebanese TV Al Mayadeen reporting that the scientific research centers that were hit by the U.S. in Damascus had already been targeted by the Israelis in the past. And in fact, they were empty buildings. So far, the reports are that there were 3 civilians injured. We're obviously going to get a lot more information with the sun coming up and the sort of day beginning in the Middle East here in the next couple hours. But so far, it looks like it was a very limited and what they would say surgical strike on some buildings and facilities in Syria, Jackie and Kelly. The question is does this actually deter the Assad regime from carrying out these types of attacks in the future? That is still very much up for debate.